Speaking of which, I never told you what movie I want to go back and watch. Don't ask you why.
Oh, yeah, show me.
Actually, you can ask you why. You don't have to. Footloose.
Why?
I remember when I was a kid, my dad had a VHS tape with like all the music videos, on it. Like the first video on the tape was Michael Jackson Bad. Like think of it like that, right? It was like all the shit that he taped off VHS, like in video hits and whatever. And after Bad, I'm pretty sure the next sequence was the music segues in Footloose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like the tractor race.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Then is it We Need a Hero? I can't remember which. When he does that whole dance sequence in like the factory warehouse thing by himself.
Yeah, that's Footloose.
Yeah, I can't remember the song though. I'm pretty sure it's
Footloose.
No. It's hang on. No, it's not. It's. I'm pretty sure.
You know what I'm thinking?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
What a fucking intro. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Hang on. Hero scene. Is this it? Holding Out for a Hero.
Oh, I Need a Hero.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
By Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah, hang on. Is that the tractor scene?
I need a hero.
Hang on, wait. Which one is it?
That song is so...
This one. Dancing warehouse scene. This scene.
Unwoke, by the way.
What is?
I Need a Hero.
Unwoke? What do you mean?
It's exactly that.
I haven't watched this since I was like 7 years old, man. 8 years old. Fuck, I even remember him tapping the steering wheel, man.
John Lithgow.
Yeah, man. I'm 6 years old right now, dancing in my living room with my sister or some shit. You know what I mean? That's such a post-effects bottle smash as well. What a song, man!
He did a full flip. Yeah, good track. Man, I miss the 80s. I just miss them.
This is 84, yeah? But see, there's the thing. I've watched this scene 1,000 times with zero context.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember the movie.
Yeah.
All I know, and like as an adult, I looked it up, and it's like, okay, kid moves to town where dancing is outlawed. Okay. Like, that's all I know. But I've seen...
Is this even in the film, though?
Yeah.
This whole sequence?
Because my old man taped it from the movie.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, this is from the film.
Yeah, because we had this sequence...
That's hilarious.
It was literally after the Bad music video.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I memorized like every scene in this scene, every bit of choreography with zero context. That's why I've always said, like, I want to go watch this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, why is this guy in a warehouse, like, dancing and doing aerobics?
Well, he doesn't need much context. Or as soon as you realise or know that, yeah, he's banned, you're not allowed to dance. That's pretty
so
much
fucking 80s too.
Yeah.
The repeat shot.
The repeat shot.
Like Van Damme doing the kick.
Yeah.
The other scene I memorise is the tractor scene. Tell me you remember that.
Oh, the tractor scene, yeah.
But again, like, that doesn't need real context. It's just a tractor scene, right? So, hang on. Chicken race to tractor.
She was hot, man.
Who was she?
I don't know.
Listen, has anybody ever died doing this? Just once.
Hey, Ren! Hey, sport! When this hat flies in the air, you better have your button gear.
Oh, yeah.
I live my life 1/4 mile at a time. And this is where I saw it from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, right.
So zero context. Again, it's two guys having a race.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. What a beat. What a beat.
Toms, man. The Gator Toms.
Listen to the lyrics. It's Hercules. It's about toxic masculinity. What do you need? There you go.
Oh,
To be fresh from the fight.
yes. So Jerry that he was trying to figure out how to drive this thing. But what's the point?
So this was the actual song that they played for this scene.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, and I remember him trying to jump out, but his shoes were like, yeah, that's it. His shoelaces were tied down.
How old's Kevin Bacon there? Like 18?
No. I remember he was playing a dude that was meant to be in high school, but he was significantly older. But he just
Like John Travolta in Grease.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, I remember this scene like crystal clear, like him jumping up, like this part getting dropped, that shot, the shot from the tractor,
Yeah,
all
right.
that. I remember it all.
We
But-
had you talked about your dad putting together a video clip thing. My mum had a VHS of all the classic that we grew up on, of all the classic Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes.
Oh.
Like classic episodes that were like, you know, full fucking Looney Tunes violence. You know what I mean? Like
racism.
Yeah. And they were fucking great, man.
I always watched
I love Looney
1001
Tunes.
Rabbit Tails. That's the one where it's like a composite movie. Basically, they use different shorts from different Looney Tunes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's the whole story is that Bugs and Daffy are selling books for the Rambling House Publishing Company.
Yeah.
And one wants to go to Pismo Beach and the other one wants to go to Thermopolis. And then
Right,
they
yeah,
get stuck in the cave. Daffy discovers the cave with the jewels. And then,
Oh, that's a classic one.
yeah.
I love that
And
one.
Bugs ends up going to the middle of the desert and finds
Open
it.
Sesame. It's like open sarsaparilla.
Saskatchewan.
Those are the best, man. Those cartoons were the best, man. Fucking the best.
I've watched that thing into the ground, man.
Yeah, man.
I had it on VHS, then I taped it again off TV, then I ended up finding it. I've got it on DVD.
Old
somewhere.
Looney Tunes and classic Simpsons episodes as well. Best. Simpsons season. I've been saying this for a while now, but seasons 4 to 8. That was like golden era Simpsons.
I got to say something. You're currently going through like my whole rations here.
Get them away from me.
I'm just saying, like, you've literally opened up
That's why I can't have snacks.
every pack of food there is. I've got the thing up somewhere in the car if you want, man.
Oh yeah. Why it's dangerous, Tim. It's dangerous, man. This is not part of my diet.
What diet, man?
It's part of my regular diet.
Chocolate, snakes, licorice. You've smashed a Gatorade.
Fuck.
A muesli bar.
I fucking annihilated all this shit.
No,
Shit.
the bin's there to your right, man.
Fuck. God damn.
You're fucked, man. Do you want me to get some Uber Eats or something?
No.
Chinese food. Do you know what the big joke is with the Jewish people having Chinese food at like Christmas, Hanukkah?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a thing. It's a stereotype, but for a reason. It's because Chinese food is typically kosher because there's almost no chance of mixing dairy with meat.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they don't want to cook during that period. So they find it easy just to order Chinese food.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a big sort of Jewish sort of what's up. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh,
perhaps we can confirm that with our Jewish listeners. Would you like to call in?
Hello.
Oh, yes, it's true.
Boychuk. Why do I picture Sam or whatever his name is from Coming to America? The first guy, Eddie Murphy in whiteface.
Eddie Murphy in whiteface.
Is that not woke? Or is that allowed? Because he's a minority.
That's a good question. Would that be considered...
Well, he played him again in the second one.
Offensive?
He played him again in the second one. So
he did.
Clearly they overlooked it.
Yeah, but that whole film was a bit of a...
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't bother.
Yeah, no. It wasn't.
That was what? 80? Was that 90s? 91 or 89? Coming to America.
Coming to America was like 88, I think. 88, 87 or 88.
Yeah, 88.
Yeah.
Fuck, he was on fire.
That was peak Eddie Murphy. That was peak Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, 88. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, what I was saying before was about the algorithm.
Yes, the algorithm. I believe another advent. You know, we were talking about the Industrial Revolution, the information age, internet, the algorithm. That's the next one, man. I'm telling you.
The algorithm age?
Yes.
Where they don't go to the digital shit. They go to the full process of what's acquired and what's prominent.
Where you don't have to do anything anymore. Literally, you're just sitting there and everything's delivered. Everything. The neural link will link you up in your brain so we know exactly as soon as you have a thought. And yes, that will be charged to your account and it will come to the thing. You won't have to lift a finger.
So then what do you do for work?
Beat off.
They've just got armies of people beating off. And
it's like Idiocracy. Have you seen that film?
No, I can't. That's one I need to actually watch.
Yeah, fucking great. Classic. Mike Judge, man, he predicted the future. He's a prophet.
Mike Judge is on my top 3 writers like of all time sort of thing. Some of the shit he's written and his ability as a voice actor is just like next level.
Yeah,
he voiced like the entire series.
Of what?
Beavis and Butthead.
Did he? Oh, that's all him. Yeah.
Well, he wrote it and he also voiced it. He did in every character, like literally every character was him besides Daria, the Dharma, whatever her name is, Daria, the female. He literally voiced almost everyone.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say was, do you remember George Carlin's bit about everything, Americans being obsessed with spending money and marketing?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He does that whole thing where he's like breathless and just goes through the whole thing.
Yeah,
everything's like on sale.
It's all scripted, yeah.
Prepaid, no charge, 0 fees, la la la. And that was like 92.
Can you imagine what he would be saying today? I can only imagine.
That was 30 years ago when he did that bit.
Man, he would be having a fucking field day right now.
Do you reckon?
Oh,
do you reckon he would have just stopped and just retired from it?
I mean, he'd probably be dead, to be honest. He was pretty... How old was he when he carked it?
Would have been 80 something. He had like dropped the script by the end of it. Like, did you watch his last special?
Where he's gone on about, it's a big club, and you ain't in it. I fucking love that
the
bit.
Illusion of freedom, of choice. You have no choice.
They own you. Sick cunt, man. What a sick cunt. I love him.
You didn't even think to name him, though.
I didn't. But that was, if I'm talking about the all-time greats.
What, he doesn't make it?
He does make it.
Then? You didn't even think
No, but the question was my favourites.
Oh, fuck off. He wouldn't have been a favourite of yours?
He is a favourite of mine, but I'm talking about like I didn't get into George Carlin until I was
Bernie
like,
Mac.
yeah,
I
again,
ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
yeah. Again, great, but I didn't grow up listening to him. So I only got into George Carlin when I was like maybe 18.
Pablo Francisco's first stuff.
Oh yeah. Fuck, man, that's sad.
Yeah, he's back.
Is he?
Yeah, he created an Instagram account and like he's
back.
Apparently, he's starting to do shit again. I haven't seen any material though. I can only imagine. Yeah, I know. But
He was fucking amazing when he first came out. Yep.
Little tortilla boy, like
Man,
killed
but the
everyone.
thing is, that was it. He didn't evolve. He didn't have new shit. It was all the same shit. It kept coming because everyone was obsessed with that. And so he would tour like Scandinavia and they'd be like, little tortilla boy, do it. And so that would be the big thing. And so
that voice.
I don't know. It's just some generic accent.
I know. What's it?
Generic Euro accent. But like, yeah, man, because he's talented, but like, I think he got on the gear as well and that fucked him up. And,
Yeah, well, that's when he had that brain lapse and he fucked up on stage and that was the end of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd seen him 3 times. And he got progressively.
I think we saw him together once.
Did we?
Maybe.
No, I think you saw him with Andy in Geelong or something, or Lawn.
At Crown.
No, I didn't see him at Crown.
Oh, okay, I saw him at Crown.
No.
Anyway.
I saw him in the States, I saw him twice here. But like, dude, he was a comedian.
Fucking, yeah.
And in 2010, like, he was it.
He was on Jay Leno. He did the whole Jay Leno bit.
Did he?
That was the first bit I saw of him, where he was on Jay Leno.
I don't think I ever saw that.
He was on a late show, and yeah.
But his first 2 specials, Ouch, and I can't remember what the other one was called. Oh, even the last one he did, they put it out there. They were still good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what happened? As in, I know what happened.
He
but
got on it, man. He lost control.
What about, what's his fucking name? There's so many dudes. Dana Carvey.
Oh, yeah, great. Great impressionist.
But see what I mean? Is he a comedian or is he just an impressionist or a comedic actor? Because he was on Saturday Night
He kind
Live.
of does it all, doesn't he?
But that's my point.
Yeah.
You know?
Multi-talented.
You'd said ages ago, I remember one of the last times, well, not last times, I remember once you were on, maybe you were even on a podcast here, but you were talking about Eddie Murphy doing a comeback to stand-up.
Yeah, well, he's been talking about that for years.
Would you pay to see Eddie Murphy do a comeback? I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Nope. Because I don't think his material as a stand-up comedian was good enough. He's a brilliant comedic actor. Brilliant actor, period. I watched that one where he plays Dolomite.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his first real serious dramatic, not dramatic, but like as in film role. Like it was when he first came back.
Yeah.
He had fallen out of movies for like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dolomite was a good role.
Yeah.
But
as a stand-up comedian, you're talking about. So
Yep.
what? So hang on a minute.
oh, dude, Delirious and Raw are next level.
That's what I'm talking about.
But they were like early 80s.
Yeah.
Did he do anything after that?
Well, no. That's what adds the whole legend status of it.
That's the point.
He left at the peak.
Yeah, but he only did he did
two specials.
He got his beginnings, right?
Yeah.
In stand up, doing the Borscht Belt or whatever the fuck he did, right? Then he got on Saturday Night Live. Then he did 2 specials and then left it to go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It means he only developed his craft to that degree.
True.
And he only used material up to that point.
True.
And he just stopped.
True.
Maybe that's as far as he could have taken it. Like you
But
know what?
that's not to say that those specials weren't fucking great.
Okay, you want to tell you something about those specials? He ripped off material from Richard Pryor. Straight up.
Which material did he rip off?
The first one that comes off the bat is Eddie Murphy talking about how he got into show business for pussy.
Oh, really?
Richard Pryor starts the Live at the Sunset Strip literally with that material.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. And he talks about getting he talks about he thought he'd hit the big time. You know, like Richard Pryor. So I was like, hit the big time when he got the Playboy pussy. When he had a Playboy bunny sitting in his apartment.
Okay.
There's a whole bit about it.
Okay.
And it's not the only line. He does a bit, you know, when Eddie Murphy goes, when I go to Texas, they'll fuck you up. Richard Pryor talks about how they said they could never have been, you know, in World War II or whatever because they would never have caved to any Nazis. Like there'd be a brother saying that, you know, I would have told them Nazis this. It's like, oh, you're not telling Nazis shit. Like they'll come along and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's so like if you line them up,
There is. You can hear the influence, 100%.
you can have your influences, but he's lifted material directly
lifted
and just changed.
direct material.
So there you go.
Yeah, well,
But that's my point. And he only did 2 specials.
but that's not to take away the fact that he had his specials were good and that he's talented.
I'm not saying he's not talented.
But maybe as in terms of refining it as a craft,
Yeah, you've got to go one next level. You can't.
He probably didn't get to the heights of, say, Richard Pryor and George Carlin. No, he didn't.
As a stand-up comedian.
As a stand-up comedian.
As a Hollywood actor, yes.
Yeah, as a comedic actor, for sure.
But that's my point. Would I pay money to see Eddie Murphy in 2022 do stand-up? No.
Yeah. Well, he's spoken about that in interviews where he goes, where they've asked him and he's like, I really want to come back, but it means that I've really got to start from scratch. And he goes, I've got to go to the clubs. I've got to work material out. It's going to take me like at least a year to get a set together and then be able to do it in front of audiences. Like he's spoken about it.
He hasn't done it for 40 years.
Exactly. So he goes, when I look at all that work, I go, oh, fuck, man, it's so much. You know, do I want to do it? You know, and it's like some days I'm like, yes, other days I'm like, no. And then apparently I was hearing about this, that the whole thing was that he was going to, what was it? Dolomite, I think Dolomite came out and then he had Coming to America, the sequel coming out, and then that was going to be that was going to then propel him to, because I think he may have signed, or he was in talks of signing a Netflix deal, like a special, where he was going to do a special for Netflix. And then that was all going to happen, and then COVID happened, and it just threw a spanner in the works. So
yeah, but
I don't know
whether... You're talking about Coming to America propelling him. Coming to America 2 was a flop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm saying what he was saying.
Yeah, no, but
he was going to use like the whole...
Okay, look this way. Do you think he was in his right mind making Coming to America 2?
No, he didn't want to make it, apparently.
So why did he make it?
Public pressure from fans, like cult fans who loved the first
Piss
one.
Off.
And they were like, make it. And they were like, oh, fuck, okay, do we make it?
I don't know anyone
they want to see it.
I don't know anyone that was asking to see it. No one.
No one here, but in America.
No, but like, you never... Who the...
If they offer you enough money, if a studio goes, here's $100 million.
And that's why I like Cat Williams. Yeah? That's why we like people like Prince. He had a vault full of music that he never released. But he just kept releasing music for himself.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's next level. That's a next level artist when you talk about Prince.
But do you think... This is what shits me, right? You want to talk about next level artists? Yeah? Do you know who Tash Sultana is?
Yes.
Do you like her music?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't see anything unique about it, except that it's mostly rambling and avant-garde bullshit with loopers and all that sort of shit. She's not doing anything different than anyone else has been doing in the last 5 years, right?
Okay, so why is she popular?
Well, because she's a woman.
Oh, okay.
And she came out at the right time and had enough smoke blown up her ass to give her the confidence to get propelled forward as a unique artist when there are fucking millions of artists doing exactly what she does.
Okay.
I don't think her music is good. I didn't think... Look this way. When people tried to show it to me, I'm like, really? And then that was it. Like, nah. And then I'm like, nah. There's nothing that she's made that I actually want to hear again. Ever. I could do without.
Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? There was an artist... Dude, there was an artist. I was walking along Flinders Street's, not Flinders Street, Swanson Street, right? This is years ago. Literally like 2 feet from where I ran into you that last time. Yeah? I was walking along, going somewhere, I don't know where I was going, and I was waiting for someone or something. So I just stopped where my tracks, and I was looking at Google or Maps or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a singer, like some woman, like some girl just singing, right? Early 20s or whatever. Yeah. And she's just singing some songs, and I think she had keys or guitar. She had something. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I took she had like an Instagram cardboard like placard with her Instagram address on it. So I took a photo of it and then just kept walking, right? A week later, 2 later, like I found it. I'm like, oh, that's that from the street. So I've gone on her Instagram and she's got like nothing, like 3,000 followers, you know, like fuck all following. Yeah. And she's got a couple bits of music and all that. So I'm like, okay. So I started going through it. I'm like, oh, it's not bad. Yeah. A month, 2 months later, tops. I don't remember seeing any more music. There was more and more photos of herself. Yeah. And then she put out, I still remember this vividly. I can't remember if I was at home or if I was on a train or something. I'm just flicking through the reel and she's come up and she's done a video to camera talking about how when you're an influencer, you don't have time to answer everyone's DMs and everyone's comments and questions. So don't take it personally. She still appreciates all her fans and la la la. And I just went, what? Influencer? I saw you on the street like 2 months ago. You were a bum, just like singing. I haven't seen any songs.
You were a bum.
No, but like you had 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
And you were just singing and it was cool. Yeah. I haven't seen any singing. Like I had to scroll through her feed. Like where are the songs?
So she just relegated all of that, all of her talent and everything so she could just...
She suddenly became an influencer. And she said it and I just went unfollow. Like that was literally... I'm like... You're now talking to camera, talking about how you're an influencer.
Yeah.
You were literally on the street dancing 2 months ago, and you actually got my attention. Like your music at that point was enough for me to say, okay, I'll come back to the catalog.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any music for like a month. This is a joke.
So what is she doing now?
I don't know. I don't even remember her name. But I guarantee you, if you jump online, she'll have 100,000 followers and like, you know, a skincare fucking promo or an OnlyFans page.
So she's hot, is that?
She was all right to look at. Like,
right.
She wasn't.
Okay, so
she wasn't classically beautiful.
So she's banking on her looks.
Yeah,
and she's getting the likes.
And that's what I was going to say before we took our little mini break.
Okay.
As long as you're a woman, you will pump up the algorithm 100% because the algorithm works the same way as men and advertising do. If we're on the street and we see a hot woman in a window, we will stop.
That's right.
We will fucking stop. And you know what? Other women will stop as well.
That's right.
To critique, to analyze, either to criticize or look up to. One of the two. They'll be there.
So beauty, really. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. But you don't even have to be beautiful.
Yeah.
You can just have cleavage.
Yeah, you're right.
All you need is cleavage.
Yeah. It becomes so base level, doesn't it? It's like, here's my ass, here are my tits, like my page.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's not even a joke.
No, it's not.
And that's why I say, like, where are we?
Where are we? I 100% agree with you.
You know what I mean? All these pseudo-comedians and pseudo-talented idiots get pushed up the algorithm or get enough smoke blown up their ass where they think they're talented, so they run with it.
Okay.
It edges out actual real talent down to the bottom of the pit. Dude, this podcast may never crack 10,000 listeners, you know what I mean? I've put years of fucking production work into this shit.
Yeah.
I've had real people come on and tell real stories, real fucking shit. Yeah? Would never get the time of day. I've seen women blow up based on their association with bigger accounts just because they popped up in the algorithm. They made enough comments to pop up through the feed.
Yeah.
They do one TikTok video of them crying to camera about how they got rejected for a job. All of a sudden, they're influencers.
Yeah.
Follow my skincare routine. Who are you, man?
I know, man. It doesn't make. I don't get it anymore, bro. I don't. It doesn't make sense in my head. I don't understand.
I'm not being bitter.
No, I'm being bitter, man.
Angry. It makes me angry. It's not jealousy. It's not envy. It's anger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If my pool audience is literally 5 people because they're the only idiots that take my toilet humor, fine. Because I'm only serving that. I'm only creating that kind of content. Fine. There are people creating decent content out there that will never get fucking listened to ever. But these fucking grifters make one skincare routine video to TikTok, have another one about them crying about something sad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, and then they just get pumped up the algorithm.
Yeah.
Like, what?
They know how to play the algorithm.
It's a grift.
Yeah.
It's a fucking grift.
So they know how to play the algorithm. They're not actually giving anything of substance.
No.
Yeah.
No. Nothing.
They're selling their pussies and their...
Then there are accounts of people that act like they're influencers, but they're not. They've got a base feed of like 5,000 people, but they act like they already made it. You know what I mean? It's not even just faking it till you make it anymore. Genuinely believe your own hype. There's no humility anymore, man.
No.
No humility.
Yeah, yeah.
No production level, no history, no story.
Yeah.
No craft. Like, that is out the window. It's just pump and play. Like, just jam.
So yeah, it is. But, like, what is it, though? What are they actually putting out there?
You tell me.
I don't know. I don't get it. You know what I see? I see that, I don't have TikTok, but for some reason, they still come up on, like, Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. People just recycling the videos.
Or YouTube or whatever. But people doing, you know what it is? I get a lot of this shit. A lot of, like, aesthetically beautiful looking girls, right? Who are miming some random shit from somewhere. I don't even know where it's from.
Like a random clip, an audio bite.
An audio bite from somewhere. And they're miming it.
Yeah.
Pretending to act or something. Like,
yeah, they're just miming the thing.
They're miming the dialogue.
They're content creators.
And it goes for 5 seconds. And at the end of it, I go, what is that? What
was the point of that?
What did I just watch? And I look at the video and it's got 20,000 hits.
Yeah.
Or 20,000 likes or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what?
People say to me,
I don't get it.
People ask me, do you still make music? I'm like, no. I honestly, I say, I don't make music anymore. Why not? Biggest reason is because I don't have time. Yeah. I'm just too stretched. I don't have enough hours in the day. To create something like that, you need time to sit down and nut it out. Yeah. Right? But for a good 20 years, that's all I did.
Yeah.
I created content, music, short films, short reels, whatever.
Yeah.
Now this is my content, my podcast.
Yeah.
You're a content creator. You've been creating content since the fucking early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah? Shortcuts. Fuck me.
Yeah.
When was that?
2001.
There you go. Right? We are pre-digital content creators.
We are.
Pre-algorithm content creators.
When it was actually required effort and skill and talent to be able to actually create something.
So, how much does it chafe when... Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not envious. I'm angry.
Yeah.
Because it chafes when you have...
You're indignant.
And
it's a good word.
Right? It chafes it hard when you see someone who's miming a soundbite from a movie from the 90s as if it's fucking something new. They're a grown fucking adult playing charades.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 4 seconds.
And not even that well either.
Nah.
Actually doing it terribly.
Yeah. And they've got 40,000 views in like 24 hours. It's like, well, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
When is my art going to be appreciated? What do I need to do to push into that algorithm? So much.
And this is, and I'm glad that we've gotten to this point. Because this really does grind my gears too, man. And it makes me go, okay, do I want to play into this game? Or, because my initial reaction is, no, I don't. I don't want to play this ball game. I actually don't want to be in it. I'd rather just do my own shit. And it's,
you want to hear something infuriating? I created a TikTok account for the first time because I thought, you know what? A lot of the podcast shit is soundbite worthy where you could just pump it in and, just another platform for me to sort of utilize, right?
Yeah.
That TikTok account lasted maybe a month. Do you know why? I'd go into the app to try and upload something. It wouldn't work, like for whatever reason. And I was like, whatever, I get frustrated. I'd click back to exit the thing. And before it'd show me a video, I'd click back to exit. And before it would let me exit, it would show me another video. And then it would let me exit. So when you hit back to get the fuck out of the app, it loads another one to hit the serotonin and get you like reinterested. Like, okay, you didn't like that. You want to try this one? And then I started getting
highly addictive. Bro.
I started getting notifications come up every 2 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
New video. I go, dude, I'm not even following anyone.
Oh, fuck.
Why am I getting notifications for videos?
It's designed to create addiction.
Exactly.
Yeah, the whole app.
I deleted it.
Yeah, good.
I deleted it.
Good.
I'm not feeding into that shit.
Yeah, man.
I can't.
No, you can't.
But this is the other thing, the trigger point, man. so many of, even my friends are guilty of like doing those fucking miming videos, right?
Right.
Resharing TikToks, resharing all this bullshit, right? It's like, that's not even remotely entertaining. I'll get pat on the back for like my content, like this podcast. Oh, great episode, blah, blah, blah. That was really funny. Cool. You ever shared it? You ever liked it on social media for me to sort of come up in the algorithm?
Yeah.
You ever followed anything I ever do?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, but you've listened to everything I've done.
Yeah.
But they're embarrassed to share something that someone they know is creating.
Why?
I don't know. Dude, I followed your career from the fucking first days, man. When have I not given you a shout out or a plug?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Straight away. If I see you in a fucking ad, I'm like, hey, I know that fuckwit. And I'll put up your ads on my socials.
Yeah.
But there are people out there that will refuse to fucking show you the same thing. And we're talking about not even like media savvy people. Like, sure, you can retweet a cat video, but you can't retweet my shit.
Yeah. What the fuck's that about?
You tell me. Surely you've had your fucking former haters or just an ambient ghosters. Surely.
I don't do a lot of promoting on social media.
I know you don't, but I'm saying about like even people you know that seemingly support your career.
Yeah.
From afar.
From afar.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know. And maybe that's to my detriment, the fact that I don't know, or the fact that I haven't paid attention to it.
But the way we're talking about it, it's like pre-algorithm and post-algorithm content creators.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's become, it's just made everything dumber. It's dumbified just everything, like what you watch, you know. I'll admit, man, I do like a good cat video. I did share one the other day that was hilarious.
Okay.
Of a cat getting a fucking haircut.
I figured it out, though.
Check this. I just wanted to play this.
Yeah, go for it. What the hell?
We're looking at...
That's flat top?
It's like a Burmese getting a flat top. It's fucking great. And he's just sitting there like...
Yeah, stoic.
Yeah, mad cunt.
Righteous.
Anyway...
I've just figured it out.
Yeah.
All these people that you see on Insta, right? TikTok, whatever, they're content creators, yeah?
Right.
Do you know why? Because they haven't got the fucking talent
Yes.
to be artists, musicians,
Yes.
band members, singers,
Yes.
painters, poets. Haven't got the fucking talent to do that.
Yeah.
Haven't got the talent to be models.
Not only do they not have the talent, they don't have... This is a symptom of the culture, but they don't have...
Symptom of the culture.
They don't have the...
Fuck me.
They don't have the time... They
So,
don't
Dr.
have...
Rifleman, give us your diagnosis.
They don't have the call it laziness, call it whatever you want, but they don't have the discipline or the wherewithal to realize that it actually takes time and effort to develop a craft or a skill to become good at something, to actually have value in a thing that you produce, to put it out there. They're just going, I'm going to create content. It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, no, that's the whole point.
It doesn't matter how good it is, what the quality's like. Fuck it. I'm gonna create enough content that I can just churn it out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Exactly.
So what the fuck what are we fucking subject to? I'm going to sit there, me as the fucking consumer of your shit, I'm going to sit there watching your shit that you've put no thought or effort into, no craft, no talent, and I'm just meant to absorb it and go, oh, that's really great, here's a like. No.
But they will.
Yeah.
They will, and they do.
And that's what happens. And that's why we've seen the plummeting, the absolute plummeting of our current culture.
Scene.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying because those things that should be worthy of getting pushed up the algorithm don't. You're right, 100%. You know, and all the dumb shit does. Which is, it's fucking dumb. Yeah, yeah.
Is there any escape from it? When's it going to crash?
That's a good question.
It's getting bigger and bigger.
It is, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Where does it go? What do you think? Where does all this fucking go, man? Like, how does it all end?
Okay, you're how does it end when Thanos just Dude,
Where does it go?
we touched on this one of the last episodes, with the boys. I hammered into the fact that Neighbours is back. I know
right.
I know you're happy about that.
Nah, mate, it's not.
Okay, everyone always says to me, "Why the fuck are you so obsessed with it?" I go, "Because it is a sign of where we are in Australia." And I said this again the other day. I'm repeating it. I was so tempted in messaging fucking what's his name, Alan Fletcher's fucking wife.
His wife?
Yeah, because he hasn't got a social media account, but she does.
Oh, okay.
So I was tempted to message her and just say, was it that hard for your fucking husband to get a job? Seriously.
Shit.
Like they're hanging out for that revamp of Neighbours. Same with your other mate, Ryan Maloney. Yeah? It's like you saw his interview. He's like, I don't know how involved it is yet, but obviously really happy about this. I'm like, of course you are, you cunt. It means you have to put down the safety vest and step away from that fucking apprenticeship you were doing. Yeah. I'll go back to playing the same douchebag I was playing for the last 30 years and get a paycheck. And it shits me because, again, it's the fucking bottom of the barrel, low fucking hanging brute shit.
Fruit. Yeah.
Why are we revamping it's lost money.
I know.
For a decade.
Yeah. So how's it getting made? Who's paying for it?
Amazon.
Fucking
I guess you went on that callback, man.
They didn't tell me about it. My agent didn't tell me about that.
I'd call him up and tell him he's fired. You know what I mean? Why don't you audition for the role of Toadie Rebecca? Dude, literally. See what I mean, man? The fact that some piece of shit show that didn't make it for the last 5 years is getting another lifeline. When is it going to end? Especially in this country. We're terrible with this shit.
Yeah, well, lowest common denominator, man, you know?
That's the point.
It's always going to be, that shit's always going to happen. You know? It's always going to happen. It's always going to happen.
It can't. It never did. It never did.
What do you mean it never did?
As in, they didn't reboot shit every 2 minutes.
The rebooting, no.
Yeah?
That's a new thing.
When is Australia going to wake up and stop doing this shit?
We don't even have our own fucking film. Like, we got our own. What film industry, man? We don't really have.
But that's my point. Why don't we? We churn out all these A-list actors.
That's a very fucking good question. Why the fuck don't we, man?
Why not?
Why isn't there money being pumped into our fucking into domestically? I mean, look, now with opening up with streaming and stuff, there's been a lot of great opportunities with a lot of international projects coming here, filming using Aussie talent, and we need more of that. 100%, and we need more quotas for, and this shit is happening with the streaming platforms where they're getting more Australian content is being made, professional content. So that shit's happening, and that's happening, in large part because of, because of these big streaming platforms. But in terms of the actual level, the amount of content being produced, it's still not enough when you compare it to America and you compare it to, the other parts of the world. It's still pretty small, and you could say that okay, well that's probably because of the size of our population. We're a small country. When you talk about population, we're actually not that big.
No, we're tiny, man. There's less people here than there are in some fucking islands in Europe. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Yeah.
So I get it. However, when you look at when you actually do the ratios and the proportions, when you look at the amount of when you look at the amount of people, the amount of the population, and then the talent that we produce is fucking insane. The amount of talent that we've produced that's world class, who are overseas doing big things is crazy. Our ratio is crazy, man. We got insane talent here, but we're basically forced to go overseas because we don't have we don't have enough money. So there you go.
What's going to change that?
More investment, whether it's public or private, we need more investment in our own domestic market. You know?
I'm depressed. It's like we're going to be fighting this fucking algorithm for the rest of our lives.
The algorithm, man.
No, I'm serious. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, it feels like everything we do now is going to be around that algorithm. And we've constantly got to it's like fighting the machine. You know what I mean? It's like Terminator 2, Judgment Day. We're back here. And our Judgment Day is like literally fighting this fucking machine that'll constantly keep our names at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's why for me personally, I don't play the algorithm game. You know, I'm not big on social media. I have it just to stay in the loop with shit. I know that if I couldn't do it, it would drive me fucking nuts. It would give me anxiety up the fucking wazoo. I
tried for 2 seconds with that TikTok shit and I stopped it. I couldn't do it.
Can't do it. There's some people that can do it. Great. And there's some people that have been able to do it, and to their credit, they've been able to fucking harness it, and it's really worked for them.
Yeah.
Sushi Mango, case in point, right? Now, okay, not everyone's cup of tea. But regardless, they've managed to you know, grab the reins on it, and it's really fucking, you know, launched them, man, and fucking, you know, good luck to them, man. Honestly, like, more power to them for being able to do that. Because I think, you know, they've been able to do it and they've been able to do it well. That's, you know, yeah.
Did you watch Wogboy 3?
I did, and I'm not going to comment. I'm going to avoid commenting on that.
Come on,
they were actually the best part of that movie.
Really?
I thought they were funny, but but yeah.
It's interesting how we brought it up when we were with Sumo. We just mentioned that Giannopoulos is one trick pony. But
yeah, look, there is anyway.
So I know what I'm getting you for Christmas then. That fucking Wogopoly shit. And one of those model fucking vintage, what's it called? Valiants. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, Don Pusti. He's fucking brought out like his little figurine, like a vintage.
Oh, right, of himself.
Like a Valiant, yeah, with him and his mate. It's like, really, man? I think there's a lot of kids out there screaming to get a hold of one of these, man. It's like he's marketed it to the like absolute next, like snake oil salesman level sort of shit.
But the thing is, you know, Wogboy 3 was the biggest grossing Aussie film of the year?
Yeah. Yeah, of course it was.
The fact that he's been able to do that on his own back is pretty remarkable.
That's what a grifter is. Do you know what a shyster is? Do you remember that? Dude, there you go. Call back to earlier in the episode. Conan O'Brien writing Marge versus the monorail. Or whatever, the Simpson episode with the monorail. That's a Conan O'Brien written one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Lyle Landley comes in to sell him the I've sold monorails to Acton, not Haverbrook, right? Yeah. And then Lisa asked the question.
What did she say again?
Are you a shyster? Where's a good little girl like you learn a bad word like that? Dude, I love Giannopoulos. I grew up worshipping the guy. Yeah? Kids of the 80s. Greek Australian in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I grew up worshipping the fucking man, imitating every single thing he does, like 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
But I look at what he's doing now, and it's like, buddy, you're a talented man.
Yeah.
Do something about it.
Well, the thing is, it's true. He is, and he has an incredible drive and business savviness.
100%.
Like is actually like he's pretty rare in that regard. He stands alone in that regard. And there's a great podcast that he's done recently where he's talking about the film and making of the film. Nick Burris's podcast, really good, and you get an insight into his mind and how he was able to make this film on his own back. He couldn't get any money from the government, and it's actually really good. And you go, man, this guy's fucking smart, and this guy, I respect him as someone to be able to go out there and make something. And
I respect 100%. Someone that gets something rolling off the ball.
Who gets it done, you know what I mean?
But if you do it grifting off TikTok videos, you're hoping to go viral of you miming to fucking, Pet Shop Boy lyrics, you're a fuckwit.
The thing is with Giannopoulos, and this is just more of a critique on, the artistic merits of
integrity
of what he's doing. When he did what he did in the 80s, that was groundbreaking shit.
100%.
And it changed the game. Croppolis now changed the fucking game. But the thing is, he's been doing the WOG thing for
40 years,
to eternity. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people would agree that card's been played. It's been played out.
Less.
So the fact that he comes out with, WOG Boy 3, of course, there's going to be people that go there and they're going to say, oh, it's great. But I think if we want to be honest, man, it's all been done before. He's been down that road before, and he's rehashing it for a new generation. I get that, but it just feels old and tired. I saw the film and I was just like, yeah, it just feels like it's been played out.
The WOG tropes don't hit the way they did in the 80s or even the 90s. Yeah, WOG Boy, the first one came out in 99.
Yeah, the first one was good.
The first one was good.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it at the cinemas. I watched it on tape. It was good.
Yeah.
I never watched the second one. I didn't fucking bother. Yeah. All you need to do is put the name Mykonos in it. It's like, nah, fuck off, man. I'm not wasting my time. Yeah. But the WOG trope, the negativity that made Acropolis now, the negativity we faced in society as WOGs in Melbourne, doesn't exist now, to that degree.
No, it doesn't.
Or at least not the ignorance behind it.
Yeah.
The racism might still exist, but the ignorance surrounding the racism doesn't exist. Or the identity of the Greek Australian.
Elaborate.
Most people know what we're about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not that fucking animal at the zoo that's peculiar anymore.
Yes.
We're a lot more mainstream.
A lot more gentrified.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's the thing. Giannopoulos spoke to us because we were that kid that got bullied at school.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or was different because of the lambadas at Easter or whatever the fuck it was. Not like that anymore.
No, it's not. And that's not considered... That's considered mainstream now. That's considered you're Greek. Okay, so what?
Big fuck.
It's kind of like Italian Americans. Like when they first begin, in the 50s or whatever, they were the Dagos and all this kind of stuff. But now, if your name's fucking Tony Santino from New York, so who gives a shit? You're like a New York Jew. You know what I mean? It's nothing. There's nothing.
It's not substance enough.
You're not a minority. Whereas now, who's the minority now? It's different. We're not a minority anymore.
It's not even that we're not a minority, but the minority identity isn't there. As in, we're still a minority in Melbourne, but the stigma of that minority and the identity isn't there anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've become gentrified, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do we still share, especially people like you and me who still embrace our roots.
Roots, yeah.
My Greek is as fluent as yours. You know what I mean? We still have that about us.
Yeah.
That anotropia and magyar and always more. But it's not the way it was. And
it's not.
You can't just rehash it to get a new wave of fans in.
Yeah, and even the word WOG for me is outdated.
I don't like it.
It's an outdated word. It doesn't have the same. Back then, it was I remember, Giannopoulos was talking about in that podcast, he was saying that when he first came out, what inspired him was listening to NWA and how they reclaimed the N-word and blah, blah, blah. And then they turned it into this thing. And that's what he related to WOG, he reclaimed the word. Back then, that made sense because there was that discrimination. He talks about getting out of drama school and he couldn't get a job because they were like, well, you're not, there weren't any WOGs in 1950 here or whatever.
Yeah.
Pre-1950. So, but now it's I don't know, it doesn't seem, it just seems like it's like a thing that doesn't represent, I don't know, it just doesn't It's like it's lost its edge. The word wog's lost its edge.
I still don't like I think that not only has it lost its edge and it's outdated, I think it's archaic to the point where it shouldn't be said. I don't like it when non-wogs use it just in everyday passing. I still think it carries the weight of what the N-word does. It should. I don't like that he's commercialized it. I don't like that he's given it other people access to that word.
Okay.
Free reign.
Okay.
Because it's still that stereotype. It's still like, fuck you, man. Like, it still means what it means.
It's still a derogatory word. Yeah, slur.
It still means what it means. It's a fucking slur. I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm never going to call anyone else. I don't use the N-word, man, like in my day-to-day. Why the fuck should I use the word wog?
But do you use the word wog in reference to yourself or your other wog friends?
I do, and I hate it when I do it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, right.
I hate it when I do it.
Okay.
You know what, man? I didn't meet someone recently. I've known him for a couple of years now. But when I first met him, they're a white Australian, right? And they can speak fluent Greek. And I was like stunned. I'm like, what? How? And like, they were involved with someone that was Greek years ago, whatever, la la la, right? But it was the best party trick ever. Like, a white woman that speaks fucking fluent Greek.
Yeah.
And it blew me away. This is here, right? And we were out at an event a couple of weeks ago, and we're all in a group, and like we're all talking shit. And then I've turned to her and I've said something in Greek. I can't remember what it was, and she just started laughing her fucking head off because there's certain things you can't convey with the same emotion or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And we're piecing ourselves laughing because like she got it, right? Because she speak Greek. I didn't feel like a wog at that point.
Right.
I'd felt like a wog in that group because I was, right? When I spoke to her in Greek, she's a white woman, she got what I was saying, and we laughed because she understood the Greek mindset behind what was said.
Yes.
And it was, we had our moment, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't feel like a wog anymore.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like, I didn't feel like a wog in that fucking moment because someone else connected with me. It didn't matter what they looked like. They understood the language I was speaking.
Do you remember what you said?
I can't remember. It was something just totally like Asta or Masek Kapsi or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
She understood
But she got the context of like where a Greek would be coming from when they say it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah? I didn't feel like a wog at that point at all.
Whereas if you said it to someone that didn't understand that.
Yeah. Or like, it's sort of strange, man. It's hard. It is hard. Yeah. It's a fine line. It's a fine fucking line. I don't like the word wog now, man. Like, I mean, we're approaching 40 and it's a slur, like you said. It's a fucking slur, and I hate the fact that Giannopoulos has commercialized it and has fooled people into thinking that they have access to that word.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
At the same time, he made it marketable.
Yeah.
And it's his own fault.
But what about all the other stuff surrounding? So there's not just him who's a, wog comedian, quote unquote. There's all the other around that, the ethnic comedy. So you got, like Fat Pizza, you got like all of it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do with all that?
The thing is, I don't like it when it's punching down on the stereotypes.
Okay.
And I don't like the fact that when people market it and commercialize it and put it into mainstream, that it gives people, it fools them into thinking that they have the right to accessing those words and those put downs.
So it's specifically about the word wog for you.
And like think about it like this, yeah? If we were in an office, right? If me and you worked a corporate job in an office, right?
Yeah.
And you took Chris Rock's set, Black People versus.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
I would never fucking quote that in a workplace.
No, of course not.
Right?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable just saying the word, right?
Yeah.
But there are people that would quote a whole fucking Giannopoulos skit about wogs punching down.
Right. Yeah.
And
okay. Right.
Use every word, every fucking trope, everything, all the same
because
insults.
they feel, it's almost like, this gives me license to be able to say this.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
I had a guy who I used to work with, another ethnic kid, and we worked in an Anglo office, predominant Anglo office, and they were sitting there talking shit, like using the references. And he's like, whoa, like relax. And like, relax, man. It's like, it's It's not like that. It's like, no, well, it actually is. Like, and he came down and talked to me about it. Like, he got angry. He's like, I feel like I'm going to fucking lose it up here. It's like, I got these motherfuckers making like wog jokes, you know? It's like they forget. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's interesting. I see where you're coming from for sure. It's definitely an interesting topic because then you think to yourself, okay, well, where is the line? And then what happens with all humour that's ethnic based?
I'm not saying.
Let's look at someone like Russell Peters.
Yeah.
Where do you put him? You know what I mean? Like he's doing full blown like Asian accents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
dude. Do you know what happened? I remember I was on a film set years ago, and like 2009 something, and we were all sitting around, like, you know, just during lunch or whatever, and someone asked me to do my Vietnamese accent. Yeah. Like the character, they mentioned that they heard something that I'd been saying, so like they brought it up. So I broke into like my Tran Long fucking impression, and there was a girl there. She says, "Oh, I love it when people don't realise I'm part Asian." I just looked at her, I'm like, and? Like, what do you want, an apology? It's an impression. It's a joke. Like, I'm not punching down on anyone. It's an impression.
Okay.
And I'm not using racial slurs either.
Yeah, right.
I'm literally doing an impression of a guy I used to work with.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not punching down on anyone. I'm not making any racial slurs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the difference. There's a line. Like, you know who did... Look at Richard Pryor, yeah? Live on the Sunset Strip. Was it Sunset Strip or live in... I think it was his last one that he did after it was his comeback, his last show. He's wearing like a red suit. Okay, he does a whole Italian... He talks about working for the mafia when he was a young busboy or whatever, young MC comedian. Does his whole impression about Italian Americans and how that, like, he was working for the mob and it was a club and they threatened not to pay him, so he's gone in there with a fake cat pistol to, like, extort him. And the mob boss is like, look at this fucking kid. Like, it's just making fun of him now because he looks so not intimidating. And he just goes into this whole bit. It's Richard Pryor doing Italian Americans in the mafia. It's the funniest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, so is he punching down there?
No. He's doing a caricature of, like, people that clearly exist.
Okay. All right, so what's...
Without racial slurs.
Without racial slurs. Okay, well, what is... I guess what is the definition of punching down? That's the question. But anyway, maybe that's a topic. Maybe that's a longer conversation. Oh, dear.
We're at 3.5 hours, man.
Fuck off. What?
I swear to God.
No, 2.5 hours.
No.
No, we started at what time?
This is 3.
What the fuck?
This is 3, man. It's fucking 10:30.
Yeah, we started at like 8.
No, it's 10:30. We started at 7:30. Like,
no, I got here at like 7:35.
Yeah, but we started within like 5-10 minutes.
Fuck, all right, there you go. 8:30, 9:30, that's 2.5.
Okay, so 2.5 would change. Like, it's clicked forward a bit because I moved the gap when we took our break.
All right, well, this has been good. This has been great.
It's fucking depressing. That's what it is.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we fucking... Now I'm going to think about the algorithm and how I'm meant to get up when I don't have a set of tits. You know
what the answer to that is? Pay a little bit of money, go to Thailand, get a mad set of implants.
Remove the hair or leave the hair on my chest?
Maybe leave it. We've got the whole, maybe... I don't want to offend I don't want to say anything that could get me in trouble. I probably already have, but whatever.
That's fucked up. That's fucked. There are people doing that. There are people, like, genuinely modifying their shit, like, to get up that algorithm.
Fuck, man. I don't know, man. I feel like the world's just gone way ahead. Like, I've just gone, all right, we're all going this way. Oh, what happened? I'm over here now. Oh, okay.
I've still got my yo-yo. I'm playing with my yo-yo.
I got my yo-yo and my Game Boy.
I told you before, I'm going to get a new TV to put up there. Right, that's a bigger sort of thing.
Yeah,
I'm doing it to plug in my Mega Drive, my Super Nintendo, and my PS3.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm doing.
Fucking do it. Fuck it.
So I can sit alone in this tiny room on that fucking couch and play video games from 30 years ago.
Fucking oath, man. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Fuck algorithms.
It's literally pre-algorithm, post-algorithm.
100%.
Pre-algorithm artist, post-algorithm content creator.
Yeah.
And they're creating content because they're fucking not talented. You can't get into an exhibit with content.
Fucking R.I.P., man. R.I.P.
You cannot get into an exhibit with content. But you can be a fucking sideshow.
You can't get into an exhibit with content.
No, you need fucking art.
Yes, you do.
But you can be the sideshow.
Maybe we can flip this around. Maybe this is the resurgence of the true artist. Oh shit!
The true artist.
The true artist. I don't know.
Kalitechnis. I love that word, man.
Kalitechnis. How good is it, man?
Dude, I remember I was in Greece and they said to me, so what are you doing like with your films and shit? I said, I'm doing the audio, I'm doing the music composition, blah, blah. I'm like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like literally.
Yeah, there's like a respect.
Yeah, dude.
You're a Kalitechni. Good craft.
Yeah, good technique
good
and
technique,
craft.
Good craft. That's what it means. Skill.
Yeah.
The Greeks, mate. It's in their words.
It's literally, dude, the word means,
good craftsman.
Yeah.
Man, my dad used to tell me, he goes, εσύ είσαι ηθοποιός. Καλλιτέχνης. Ξέρεις ότι η καλλιτεχνία. He goes, ξέρεις ότι ο ηθοποιός, η ηθοποιία είναι, την λένε η έβδομη τέχνη.
Έβδομη? What is έβδομη?
Έβδομη τέχνη is like the high art. So you got all the kalitechnias, you got all the arts, and apparently, my dad used to say this, probably to make me feel good too, but he would say that η έβδομη τέχνη, I think it's like, έβδομη is like, is it?
Like advanced learning, like higher degree?
it's like the next,
next tier.
Man, we can look it up, but it's like
έβδομη. Hang on. I deal with Greeks all the time, so I've got fucking the translate just ready to go. Hang on. I love how the last word I translated was Turkish.
I think it means the last craft or something like that.
All right, hang on. Έβδομη. Yeah?
Έβδομη τέχνη.
Έβδομη means, it means seventh.
Oh, the seventh.
So it's like the seventh.
That's right. Yes. So that's right. So you've got
the seventh art. That's what it's called.
The seventh art. It's the last one. The seventh art. So you've got sculpture. You got music. You got and that's the seventh one. The έβδομη τέχνη.
What the fingers? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. I need to go back to Greece, man.
I want to go next year.
Yeah.
And I looked at flights 2 weeks ago. They were about 2,500. And I looked at them today and it's like 2,800. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
What, for summer?
Yeah, June, July.
Fuck.
That's if you go with like Singapore or something. If you go with like Turkish Airlines or Scoot or some shit, you're looking at like 2 to 3. But that's like no meal. You're hanging on the plane wing, you know what I mean?
Anything to get there. Whatever it takes.
Do you feel like, I know we live like here, yeah? But you still feel the Greek fucking in you. Do you know what I mean?
Man, fucking oath. I fucking miss it, man. I feel a lack sometimes when I don't have that connection. And I don't, when sometimes I need to listen. I need to listen to some Greek music. I need to speak Greek. I need to eat some Greek food. I need to fucking just have some cultura, man. It's like food for me, bro.
I deal with Greeks every day, so I actually catch myself smiling when I'm arguing in fucking Greek. Yeah. And now, because I know my vocab's actually gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Because
you're practicing every day.
I'm talking to Greeks in Greece nearly every day.
That's amazing, man.
So, and my mum actually said it to me a couple of weeks ago. She's like, your Greek has improved. Like, it's just because you're using words you never knew.
Have you noticed as well that your, like, notropia, your way of thinking's also changed?
Probably because I'm seeing the bullshit that they're doing, so I'm trying to counter it. You know what I mean? I'm critical of Greeks. Like, I'm the biggest critic of Greeks. They're fucking idiots. Like, straight up. Yeah. It's the Resurgence, man.
Yeah.
They'll never let it go.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to be their downfall forever.
It always has been, yeah.
It is. 100%. The Resurgence and the fucking attitude and all that shit, it's just like, relax, man. Like,
yeah,
you just want to tell cunts to relax.
Exactly.
That's why I think like we're like Greeks 2.0. Because
Yeah.
we've grown up in a Western society here in Australia where we've had to
Yes.
integrate. We've had to, like, you know, counter everything.
100%.
But we've still got that fucking, that pathos and that fucking egoismo.
Egoismo, man. There's an old Jewish saying, I think it says, be wary of a Greek who opens a shop next to yours, but don't worry about it if another Greek opens up next to his.
100%.
That's it, man.
And the funniest part is it'd be Stathi and Taki, and they're probably related as well.
Yeah.
And rather than fucking...
Work together.
No.
They'll work to destroy each other.
They literally will. Why is that?
We're fucked.
No. Like, I don't understand why. Like, they literally sabotage their own fucking families over shit. Like,
Yeah, it's
like
fucked.
that.
It's fucked.
One idiot, like one guy could open a coffee shop with a bit of a grocery store, and the other guy could open up a grocery store with a bit of a coffee sort of thing. And rather than say, hey, dickhead, let's just join the properties and open a superstore.
100%.
Nah, fuck him. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
sabotage
Yeah,
the
man.
shit out of each other.
they're fucked. They're fucked.
Is it like
It's like our Achilles heel. That's our fucking kryptonite.
just being Greek?
Just that we've got all these fucking, there's all these great things that we have, gifts to the world. Gifts to the world. But then we'll fucking end up eating each other alive. It's fucked. Yeah. You know that other Greek saying that goes, what is it? Δώσαμε, my dad used to say this. He goes, δώσαμε το φως στο κόσμο. We gave light to the world. I can't say it in Greek.
Yeah.
But we turned our own off. We turned our own light off. We gave the lights to the world, but we turned our own off.
My mum always used to say, I can't remember where she got it from, but she said, όταν ο κόσμος έμαθε να ψήνει κρέας, εμείς είχαμε χολυστερίνη.
What's cholesterol?
Cholesterol.
Oh, cholesterol.
So when the world was discovering how to cook meat, we had cholesterol.
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah. yeah, that's good.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
I remember once, we were listening to Kara. Me and you were listening to Kara. It was definitely Kara. And you were telling me a story about, I think your old man said it, about how you asked him why these Greeks in these clubs were just so morose and like just couldn't be fucked. And he's like, it's because ψηθήκανε και just τα ήπιανε, τα τσούξανε, ψηθήκανε και τώρα τα έχουν, like, I can't remember the word he used.
Έχουν ψηθεί.
Yeah, some shit like that.
No, he used to say, my dad used to say, οι Έλληνες, he used to, yeah, like, έχουν ψηθεί, είναι ψισμένοι.
Yeah.
Like, they've been cooked, man. You know, like, they're like a cooked piece of bread. It's like, Aussies are like a fresh loaf, but the Greeks have been put in the oven.
Yeah, they've just been baked into oblivion.
They're baked, man.
Like, they've had years and years of just like overindulgence.
I'm going to send you something. You like it. It's going on what we're talking about right now. It's sick. I'll just pass it to you on, how do I fucking do this?
I don't know, WhatsApp it. What the fuck's that?
It's a manga.
Oh.
The manga.
The manga?
I'll do it on Thingo.
What is it, Kariklin?
No. Tell me you're a Mungus without telling me. It's a little...
Oh, it's the real.
Yeah. Of a guy, like this manga. It's obviously a sketch, a Greek sketch or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's funny.
I watch Kariklin clips all the time, man, just to see it.
It says, tell me you're a manga without telling me.
Oh, is that the guy with the shoe?
Yeah.
What a Levendi, man.
Oh, watch.
That jacket, man.
How good's that? The fucking Dice Clay jacket.
You know those guys are still walking around, yeah?
Good on him.
No, I'm serious. Yeah. I'm dead set serious.
Legends.
Those guys are just...
Where do they exist? They still exist somewhere. In the wilderness. There's like 5 of them left.
Untouched by like feminism, woke culture, cancel culture.
Oh my God.
Just pure at heart. and that heart is like just engrossed in like, you know, tobacco and like fat from like suvo after suvo, sugar syrup from the kadaifi and the baklava that they've just destroyed.
There's got to be a few of them sitting around in Oakley somewhere.
I was thinking about Greece and like what I'm looking forward to the most about when I go back, and I think it's just being in like say Athens and feeling like that.
I love it.
Fucking
Athens is sick,
that
bro.
pressure cooker shit where there's just chaos around you.
Man, I was there. When was I there? In 2019, right before pandemic. Fucking loved it, man. Athens is sick. It still has that pressure cooker feel to it, but it's got this like real edgy, kind of like cool edgy, like the bars. We went to like areas like Psiri and like Kolokotroni and like Monastiraki and shit. Mad fucking all night bars and like the Athenians, everyone's out. It's just sick, bro. Mad culture, mad music. Everyone's like, how many bars we went to where the music was just on point, like funk and just they know how to they know what they do it the best. Like, what do you call it? Glendi. They know how to do Glendi.
How would you describe Glendi to like a Westerner?
Glendi is like...
Glendi's not party.
It's not party. It's not party in the sense that we think party.
No, it's not
in the Western. Not exactly, no. Glendi is like having fun.
Yeah.
Like when you hear someone, αυτός είναι γλεντζής. Γλεντζής είναι. He's a dude that just likes to get up and have fun. Do a zebek.
Komsos, ekonomikos, mangas.
He just likes to get up. He likes to have fun. He likes to enjoy life. There's a Kefi. I think
Kefi's a word that you can't translate.
Yeah.
Kefi's not όρεξη. It's not...
Yeah.
Kefi's like one of those pure Greek words.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck does it even mean? Vrika Kefi. It's like...
It's like almost like a second wind, but not even. It's
not
like,
even. It's like I found an enthusiasm.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like a mix between enthusiasm and interest and...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what kills me is I've got a mate get married this weekend and I'm on his bridal. And I was at his house the other day and we're just we're going through bridal songs for like our entrances and shit. And then like we're trying to figure out songs for like the garter throwing and all that. We ended up doing like 2 hours of Tupac karaoke. Like it was fucking hilarious, yeah? But then we started getting into Greek music. And him and his best man. It was me, his best man and him, whatever. And we started going through like songs. Because like it's not a full Greek wedding. So it's like, well, we can't do 5 hours of like...
No.
So it's like, well, let's keep it to like a tight 30 or something.
Yeah.
And then do like 30, 40 of whatever. So we're going through like the best of. And like,
the classic
okay,
ones.
you got to do Rosa, like that's standard.
Rosa Mitropanos.
And then he put, which kara track was it? Oh no, he put Melas, Gamote Kalosinimo.
Oh fuck, what's that?
Are you serious? All right.
Do I know it? I probably know it.
Dude, Gamote Kalosinimo.
That sounds heavy.
It's easily one of my favorite, like, the funniest.
That sounds fucking...
Kalosinimo.
Fuck my
good-naturedness.
Holy shit.
Do you know what kills me about this song?
Look at this guy, man.
Yeah, he's straight out of the 90s, man. Dude, you know what kills me with this song? My favorite memory of it, someone asked me like years ago, like 2017 going on 2018, what are you doing for New Year's? Like, where are you? Like on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
And I sent back a video. I'm lying on the sand at Middle Brighton Beach. I've got a dart in my mouth. I've got a hoodie on, like some hoodie. I've got like stubble beard, and this is cranking in the background here. Dude, this is the greatest song of all time. I'm telling you. Hang on.
I think I know.
Prepare.
I think I know this. Yeah. Look at his face. Look at him just look. He's just looking for staunch.
So he's put this on. I'm like, dude, you're a god for having this on, yeah?
Zafiris Melas. Is it Melas?
Yeah, Melas.
Yeah. Mad. Man, this is sick. He sounds like Johnny Seal.
Yeah. They're all in the same school, man.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to go. I gotta find the old tapes, man. The old CDs.
Dude.
Man, this is what I'm talking about. I hear a track like this, and I just want to go on a fucking Greek bender. I want to go to a skilaviko and just get loose.
Yeah, man. How good is it?
Every now and then you need to do it.
Αυτοί που ζουν στο ψέμα.
Fuck yeah, man. The lyrics are deep. Bravo.
Αυτοί που ψάχνουν θύμα και διάλεξαν εμένα.
Θύμα?
Yeah, like a sacrifice or whatever.
Oh,
like someone
right.
to blame. Dude.
Holy
If
shit.
you listen to the lyrics of this song, do yourself a favor.
I gotta do it.
Listen to the lyrics because they're so fucking staunch.
Staunch.
It's just like
What a mad cunt.
I've deleted.
What a
I've taken my phone and deleted like hundreds of numbers. You know what I mean? It's like που ψάχνουν εν θύμα και με βρήκαν εμένα. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Ας τους τώρα να με βρουν αυτοί που ζουν στο ψέμα.
I love that. What a line.
Αυτοί που ζουν στο ψέμα.
Those who live in the lie. Your whole life is a lie.
Those who live in the lie.
Fucking oath, man. I'm telling you, it's deep.
One of my favorite pastimes for ages was I was sitting around with my mum
Translating Greek songs.
putting on this shit.
Yeah.
And every song was about being broken by a woman.
Yeah, 100%. Every Greek song.
Every
Greek song. Some putana rolled me, fucking did me wrong. Fuck her. I'm gonna go get pissed.
I said to my mate the other day, I go, you've got to put karas η αγάπη κατεβαθίζεται. He's like, which one's that? I'm like, oh man. Okay. Karas. I go, this is it. This was on, my mum brought back the album from Greece for me, like in 2013 or 14.
Karas.
And the album was called Kyrios Makialitis or some shit like that. Like, what a sick cunt, man. You know what I mean?
Did it have Kana τσιγάρο και φεύγω?
You played that song for me for the first time.
Έχω ξαναδεί το έργο. What a fucking line.
Agapi, all you need, hang on, η αγάπη κατεβαθίζεται. Hang on. Karas. Fucking sick cunt. Hang on. Hopefully this brings it up. I don't know, because of the spelling, it might be all over the shop. Is this it? So τραγούδι κατεβαθίζεται? Hang on, let me suss it out. Hopefully it is. If it isn't, I'm going to have to find the other one.
These guys are considered like gods in Greece.
Yeah, bad. No, not this one. Here.
Imagine being kara in Greece and just having just gomes surrounded you. Like you're at a bar at a table and you got like fucking 10 gomes and you're just in the middle.
Oh, this is it. I think this is it. This has got to be it. Come on, please. Oh, yeah. Dude, all you need, honestly, is the first line from the first verse. Yeah? I was sitting in my house and this, like, I had the CD playing. This is like the 4th or 5th track. And I've heard this fire up. And I'm just like the fucking leg click.
Automatic. You didn't feel it.
Automatic.
The fuck?
Yeah, bad, yeah? And I've just sat down and I've just listened. Like, I still remember staring at my TV screen, right, as it was playing. The first line hits and I rewound it to the start of the song and listened to all of it again.
Man.
Listen.
Πες του να έρθει να σε πάρει χωρίς να μου κρύβει. Κάσε με μένα στο
Βαρβάρι
στις νύχτας
Νύψη.
Ότι με δάκρυα και αίμα για χρόνια χτίζεται από γυναίκες σαν και σένα δυναμητίζεται. Η αγάπη κατεβαθίζεται και φύνεσαι εσύ για πας χωρίς σου
Βαθίζεται. What does that mean?
I asked my mum. Κατεβατίζεται means like sinks or is ruined or something like
Right,
that.
okay.
It's like the way like it breaks down and is destroyed.
Man, it's so... Think about this, man. Like, there was a time when we were coming up. There was a time when we were coming up where it was so popular to be Greek, right? It was really in the forefront of the culture. And I remember being so... like proud, like it was like when you were really, I was so into everything Greek, man. I remember listening to Greek music all the time. My Greek was so good.
Yeah.
It was such an era of like the late 90s, early 2000s. And for what it's worth, man, like I remember like there was something about, I don't know, there's like I felt like you feel like I remember feeling a certain way, and it's different. I don't feel like that anymore, and I think there's a connection. We're lucky in that way because we've got to really, and you get that sense when you go to Greece. But there's that connection that we have to our heritage and our culture, and it is something that is you feel it, man. There's a real strong sense of that Greek culture, and I miss it, man. I don't really have that. I don't really listen. I don't have that in my life much anymore. I eat Greek food as much as I can, but in terms of like speaking Greek, I don't, and listening to Greek music, I don't know.
I said it to my mate. I go, I can't wait for when the Greek hits at the wedding.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be on my like knees doing the slaps, left and right. Like
man.
When you're doing it like,
dude, I love it.
I go to the point where going to be there as well. He got invited, right? Because he knows him. And he goes, man, when the shit hits and we're fucked, he goes, I want his old man to be going up to him, like to the groom, and be like, hello, αυτή πει είναι.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. 100%.
Like, just literally like, αυτή πει είναι. Like, these cunts are fucked.
Πίνε αυτή.
Yeah, dude, literally. You can picture like everyone's old man doing it.
Yeah,
like, in a suit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are these idiots?
100%, man.
And we're just sitting there going, like just losing it.
I know we're going to wrap up soon, but I was just going to ask you this. Do you reckon, I mean, this is why I want to go to Greece too, because I think there are still pockets. I mean, granted, I think the culture has changed as well, I think, in Greece. Like, it's not as Greek as it once was.
Okay.
Because of globalism and all that shit. But there is still, like, you still feel it. And I think, for me personally, like, I want to be able to, like, I want to go there because I want to be able to feel that, like, really kind of spend some time there so I can kind of absorb it again.
Just reconnect with...
Yeah, reconnect with it, man.
I think, you know what shits me is, like, when you go to Oakley, I was in Oakley today just getting something, and I walked into Mythos to get a feed, and you had the off the boaters at the front, like the young kids that have come in. They've come in during the Krisi sort of thing, and they're suffering from that thing of like they left Greece and didn't actually change.
Yeah.
And they're still stuck in that always more sort of shit.
Right.
These kids out the front in their floods and their fucking Nike Airs.
Right.
I'm walking in and they've like turned and just sussed me up like up and down. I'm wearing just trackies and a hoodie. Like I look like shit. I just walked in, walked out, and they're fucking staring at me the entire time. Walked into Mythos, put an order in, left to go to Nichols Vanilla to get something, and I've come back. So they've done the double take like each time I've walked in. The place was empty. There was no one there. So I can tell if someone's turning their full fucking body to look at me, suss it out, and then like turn back and say they're my like yes. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And the entire, I was like saying in Greek, I just want to turn like, Maga τι κοιτάς? Είσαι γαμίσος στο ξύλο. You know what I mean? Like relax it there.
Yeah.
You work at a fucking tavern, man. You're not a fucking Onassis or some sort of entrepreneur or some shit that I need to be respecting right now. Like,
Where was this, sorry?
Mythos.
Oh, Mythos, yeah.
It's just that goismo, that Greek goismo.
Yeah.
Where it's like, so σπίτι σου έρχεσαι. It's like, malaka. Just calm down, man.
Calm down, yeah. Relax.
That's something that I feel like, Greeks suffer from the most. They need to be told to fucking relax.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just relax.
Relax. Yeah. All right, man, relax.
Yeah, just relax.
Yeah,
I got it. Just relax, man.
Yeah. But that's where you get the real manga from the pseudo manga.
Pseudomanga.
Yeah, man. Pseudomungus. They're out there. They're out there.
Pseudomungus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%.
Dude, if I had a Tinder account, I'd want that in my bio, as in separating the mungus from the pseudomungus.
Fucking oath.
Pseudomungus.
It's like it's the OGs, mate. You can't. Yeah, they're fakes, bro.
Do you know what I remember you said, man, at my birthday in 2012 when we were at Guinnessy? You said, in the lead up to it, we were like sending songs to each other and shit, like getting amped up.
Yeah.
And you sent me some fucking track like Rosa or something heavy.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll be standing there and like saluting while the place burns down. And I remember I said it to my mum and she died of laughter.
Saluting.
And she's like, that's what we do. She goes, mola. Like, that's the Greeks' way of celebrating, is to destroy everything they've built.
No, the no.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Why is that? I had to explain it to someone the other day. Why do we destroy everything? Like, dude, when Greeks celebrate, like, people say, oh, you break plates. I'm like, we don't fucking break plates. We break anything.
Yeah.
Like anything.
We smash whatever we can get. Yeah.
My mate said he was at a wedding and someone's uncle took his shirt off and set it on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We fucking burn the shit down.
Why? Is that because we can just rebuild it?
I don't know, man. I think it's part of it's part of the pathos. It's part of that fucking, it's part of Kefi as well. There's something about it where it's like, it's like this life at the same time, this destruction. It's all captured in one thing. Life.
And
life
death.
is birth and death together.
We're controlling the fire and the destruction while amplifying our moment.
Yeah, man. We're like the force. We're like the force of God. That's hilarious.
I just keep picturing the guy setting his shirt on fire at the wedding. And I can just see what he looks like without even seeing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the kilya, the hair, the cross.
My dad. I remember my dad telling me this story when he was young. He was working at a bar. He had a bar with his mates. They were working in an island. I think it was in Barros or something. And he was telling me, and they used to get all this clientele coming in, and people with lots of money and stuff, and back then they were smashing plates, and it would cost money to be able to do that. And they would be ordering, big like this, and this guy had he told me about one guy who had a little sfiraki, and would just be like bang, 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 and just ripping through plates.
Yeah.
And there was one dude, he was telling me some story about where one night it was just fucking, like the dance floor was just like rubble. With like plates. It was like a fucking war zone, right?
Yeah. Sarajevo, 1993.
No shit. Yeah, exactly. And there's one dude standing there doing a zebekiko in amongst the rubble, orders the most expensive bottle of scotch, pours it around himself while he's doing a zebekia, takes off his velvet jacket, lights it, and sets the jacket on fire while he's dancing in the flames. I thought, no, you can't top that shit. Dude, that's it. You've won.
That's the king.
you're the king.
Dude, it's shit like that I've had to explain to people. Like the garifala at the fucking buzuka, yeah? You're buying platters of flowers to throw as a tribute to the singer.
Yeah.
But these platters aren't cheap, man. They're fucking thousands of dollars. By the end of it, it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man? And it's like, literally, they're throwing bills. Like, bills.
Yeah, it's like ballers.
Yeah.
It's like American ballers making it rain.
Yeah.
It's that shit.
It's like, how much of the fucking luludia? It's like, $50 up out there. Like, and then start throwing bills down.
Yeah, 100%.
And just like, parta. And then just throwing them at the fucking singer. Like, what are you doing? That's like a week's wage there.
Yeah, man.
You just spent a week's wage to throw dead flowers at a fucking singer.
Because they're so in the moment. It's really like an expression of it. Nothing after this matters. Only this moment. They're totally present in the moment and loving the moment. There's something. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Look, I know you got to go, man. I know I should probably go as well. I'll end it on this, man. I remember When people ask me, like, what's it like in Greece, like clubbing and shit like that, like, how is it different? I go, look, man, I always use the example of going to the bar to buy some drinks, and then I've asked for water, and I've pulled my wallet out, and they're like, and it's like, you don't pay for water in a club. They give you fucking bottles of water.
Yeah.
But then I always say, like, one of the last times I'd gone, I remember being in a club with a mate. I was drinking. Like, I was fucked. But I wasn't fucked when I left, but I was getting there, right? My uncle comes, picks me up, takes me to another joint, right? Takes me and my mate, takes us to another joint, and we meet, like, his brother there, right? So my other uncle. And these guys are our age. And I just remember being there and then leaving that joint and getting to another venue, which was more like a upbeat sort of club.
Yeah.
I didn't remember moving from one club to another, but I went to the next joint. I got in, no issues, nothing. Yeah. And I remember just being leaning up against the wall, and I'm just seeing two women dancing on a table, like dancing on a fucking table. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to, my Melburnian brain's trying to process it because it was cooked. And I looked at my uncle, I go, he goes, Etsi pesi helada. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's handing me a beer. And he's like clinked the beer with me. I was gone. Yeah. I changed venues like 3 times in like 2 hours. And I just came to, and there's like 2 women dancing on a table, and everyone's just losing their shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's erupting.
Yeah, man.
Like, where am I, man? Like, where the and
you're in Greece, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you really are, man.
You feel it. You feel it when you go there and you live. You go there on holiday. You feel it, man. Like, you're there for a month. It feels like you've lived a whole year. That's the magic of that place, man. And I miss it, bro. I miss it.
I think I need to start going to more Greek nights in Melbourne.
Where are they?
I don't know, like Trackstornham, like Kinnisi when it moved there, but it's more like one of those fucking clubs in like Kalamaki in Athens where it's like big. It's not like Kinnisi Evolved, it was like intimate and just a dance floor.
What are you talking about?
You know what Track is?
Old
Track. Silvers.
Oh yeah,
that's where Kinnisi is now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So it's like a stage. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that dance floor where you could just burn shit up.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was still at the... Nah. Okay.
To date, that's still one of my favourite venues in Melbourne, like that old Kinnisi bar. Like,
yeah.
It was a dive. It was a dive. Gold diggers and just old wogs. But, man...
It was fun, man.
It was fun. You'd walk in smashed at 2 a.m. and they'd give you a bottle. Like, bottle service at the table. Like, yeah, man. Like, your money. Yeah, here's 200. Take it, and here's an extra shot on us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? You don't have that anywhere else. Nowhere else. You'll never see it anywhere else.
Yeah, nah.
Greeks put Yaskedasi over everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's the key difference.
Yeah. Well, it's that whole thing of here we live to work, over there they work to live.
At the bare minimum they'll work, but they'll live like they're living 60 lives at once for one night.
Exactly. And they've got fucking peanuts. They've got
nothing.
They got no money.
No.
They got one coffee at the table amongst 5 people.
one pack of smokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they're out, man. They're out. It's a kinonia, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's together. People are talking. It's more social. I feel very isolated here. Let's talk about my depression. Until next time.
Hold up.